Hey Hurricanes fans and Jersey fans, it's Neil here from Post to Post, continuing my series redesigning every single home jersey for every single NHL team. We've probably about halfway through the NHL at this point. I went on vacation about 2 months ago, and since I've been back, I've just been distracted with other things. But I want to continue this series, and there's no better team to do that with than the Carolina Hurricanes, going through a bit of an identity crisis themselves. So in this video, I'm going to show you what I came up with. However, if you haven't seen any of the previous videos from this series, I did set out some rules for myself, and this was intentional because I wanted a real life designing scenario, because that's what happens in the real world. When you're a designer, you might not get to make what you want to make. You have criteria that you need to meet. So I'll bring up my rules and we can talk through them a little bit. So there's three things here really. I'm allowed a small change, a big change, and an optional shoulder change. The optional shoulder change just means I can add a shoulder patch or remove a shoulder patch. That's basically that. And the idea here is to focus on the home jersey. I do have an inverse to show you, which is the away jersey, but I'm not thinking about the away when I'm designing. I'm just thinking about the home. And the fun part is just seeing if the away works. And of course, we will use our free template that we usually do for this series. That's the Puck Designs template. Not an affiliate, not a sponsor. I have no idea who this person is who made this template, but it is free for everyone out there to get into designing jerseys. So that's why I like to use it for this specific series, just because it's a pretty entry level template. But it's it's good. Even though it's free, it's really good. And if you want to follow them on Instagram, it's just @_Puck Designs. So big shout out to them. Now, here is the Carolina Hurricanes home jersey, essentially the previous alternate jersey. We're pretty familiar with this. I decided to start out with my small change, and it's subjective, right? Like, what is a small change? What is a big change? To me, the small change is going to be the logo. And that seems like maybe it's a big change because it's the biggest element on the jersey. It's the middle, it's the face, right? But it's just their previous logo. It's not like it's a new logo. It's not like it's foreign or weird or anything like that. It's just a regular logo. So I felt like that was more of a small change than a big change. Now let's get on to the next one, which is the big change. And it's quite a bit like real estate wise, but the change is just color. So I've decided to lighten up the black a little bit. I think the charcoal of the shoulders of the previous alternate and current home was the right decision. Like I like that charcoal look. We don't have enough of that in the NHL. So I thought, why not make that the primary color? Have that charcoal black be present in the middle of the jersey instead of on the shoulders, and let's kick the red up to the shoulders and just provide a little bit balance with the red down below. So you'll see that the striping is exactly the same. It's not changed. It's still red here. The sizing is still exactly the same. Striping on the bottom is still exactly the same. The pin striping along here, exactly the same. The only thing that's changed is the color. That's my big change. So change of the color in the shoulders, change of the color in the neck, change of the color in the striping, and change of the color in the striping in the middle here. And I guess I did add a small white pinstripe to the top of the bottom red stripe just for symmetry, for balance. So top to bottom balance. I added balance to the left, to the right, to the top, to the bottom. So that's the home jersey. Now I gotta decide on a shoulder patch. I felt like this did look pretty good with no shoulder patch, but I think Carolina has one of the best logos in the NHL with that kind of alternate logo, or I guess maybe primary, however you want to look at it. I decided to put that back on the jersey, but I wanted it to be a little bit more subtle, so I decided to keep the red version of it and just pluck it down there on the shoulders. So this is kind of where I landed with the home jersey. Now, if I was going to design something for the Carolina Hurricanes with no rules, I would do something different than this, but at the end of the day, I'm okay with this. Based on the rules, I'm okay with this. I do like this a little bit more than their current one, so I don't know if I want to consider this a win or not, but I don't know. Maybe it's improved a little bit. Now, here comes the fun part. Let's see what it looks like inverted to see if it works as an away jersey. So there you have it. Kind of. It's a little bit boring, so I decided that maybe it needed something else. Like, just still, again, hypothetically, this is not about the away jersey, but what if we added just a little bit of that kind of charcoal gray into there, just right here, just to hold the numbers like some teams do? I think this looks better. Again, not exactly what I would do for the Carolina Hurricanes, not what they're using for their away jersey now, but I think it is better than the strict inverse of the home that we just saw. So there you have it. Let me know down below in the comment section how you feel about the home and the away. Do you think that I cheated the rules a little bit? Do you think that logo change at the beginning was more of a big change than a small change? Let me know. But there's all kinds of videos like this in the series in the past if you want to check those out. We did the Montreal Canadiens, the Toronto Maple Leafs, Edmonton Oilers, the Rangers. I think we did Detroit as well. There's lots of teams coming too. So Would love to have you on board. If you're new, hit the subscribe button down below. That definitely helps. Go check out those previous videos. Make sure you're tuned in for those ones coming, plus other videos on the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you very soon. Adios.